Hello, book nerds. I'm Aubrie.
And I'm Paiton.
And today we are going to be guessing books based off their 1-star review.
So join us with a glass of wine as we dive between these paper sheets.
Woo! Alright, y'all, so we have all prepared ahead of time looking at Goodreads, finding the funniest 1-star reviews we could, and we are going to take turns reading off the 1-star review and letting the other two guess what the fuck the book is. That being said, I have no idea what the other two have prepared. They don't know what I've prepared. So there might be spoilers in this video. We're not entirely sure at the moment, but Paiton is going to, in post, there's going to be text up here telling you what the spoilers are, so look at them on the screen wherever they are, so that way you know when you need to not be watching.
Yes, no one likes spoilers. Alright, we are going to get started with our guess.
Woo!
Nevaeh, you are up next. Let the guessing begin.
Okay, so I have three, just one sentence descriptions, and then I have a short paragraph for this first one. So for this, what was the plot? Camping trip gone wrong? I'm sorry, this book was not it. I could give it a 0 if I could. It was that bad. A very forgettable book with a mediocre plot line and a romance with 0 chemistry. And now the paragraph. This is the most generic, dry, slow, and uninteresting book I've ever read. As a fan of Six of Crows, I was excited to read this, but oh man was I bored from the start. The plot is just so boring, and the female lead, as a main character, brought me no interest. I found her to be unlikable and found myself looking forward to the male lead's chapters every time I flipped a page to see a female lead chapter. So overall, if I could rate this book a 0, I definitely would.
So it's dual POV.
Okay, dual POV. I'm feeling maybe fantasy because we mentioned Six of Crows.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have something about camping.
Yeah, what's a camping trip gone wrong?
Okay, what is... So Paiton and I have both read this book?
I think you have.
Okay.
I don't know if you have, and I'm very sorry for that.
Okay.
I didn't vet this, but this was the best
camping trip,
paragraph
the first
I
thing I thought about was when Poppy and Hawk were in that tent.
Right.
Oh,
but that's a dual point of view.
Yeah, it's not
POV.
Yeah, that's not dual POV.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, but my first one, I think only you have read.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
Is it Shadow and Bone?
So, is it Shadow and Bone?
It's not.
Okay. Because Six of Crows.
Yeah, Six of Crows. If I read it, I wanted to start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dual POV.
If I picked one that, you guys both haven't read, I apologize without knowing that. The other ones from here on out, I know you have. But this one, I was like...
Multiple POV is making me think Cassandra Clare.
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
I think... To narrow it down a little bit more, I think this is technically considered YA fantasy. YA fantasy.
Is it on my shelves?
It's on your shelf.
Okay.
That's why I was pretty sure you read it.
Is it on the bottom?
It's on the bottom.
Okay.
Does that mean you haven't read it?
That means I might not have.
Dang it. No.
Wait, but let me think. Because I have...
It's fucking Harry Potter.
It's not Harry Potter.
I knew it. Wizarding school is just camping.
Oh, wait. Okay. So I haven't read this, but is it The Dance of Thieves?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Okay, I'm so sorry. I thought you read it.
It's on my shelf. Yeah. No, that's
okay.
So now we know that. Okay, I was gonna read Dance of Thieves, and I saw on Goodreads you just finished it.
That's why. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, personally. Personally, I agree with the 1-star.
Well, I guess I'm not wasting my time.
Well, it's on my shelf.
Very first, I'm sorry.
It's the cover. The cover is so
It's
pretty.
gorgeous.
Well, and it was big on BookTok forever.
And
that's
it's duology. It's a
and it
duology.
is a duology. That's why I picked it, because I was like, oh, this is like big on BookTok. Like, so many people recommend this. And then when I read it, I was like,
okay.
I had to stop at like the 100-page mark.
Well,
and then
if you have read Dance of Thieves and you feel otherwise, let us know if Payne and I should read it. I am going to start with a difficult one.
No!
Because I think it's a funny one to start with.
Okay, yes.
You're not going to have a lot to go off of, but you got to just stick to it.
Okay,
you ready?
Yes.
If you're looking for lots of sex and little to no plot development, this is the sequel for you. Comment. So, porn? Comment back. Hey, keep it classy. This is literature. It's pornography.
That is funny.
You said sequel?
I know.
War Two Queens was like...
No, that the Kingdom of Flesh and Fire.
What?
That's the sequel.
No, I know, but when she said that before it said sequel, I was like, War Two Queens, because that sucks.
And there's a sequel.
It has... Is it no, is it the second book from Blood and Ash?
You're close. You're so fucking close. You're on
Is
fire.
it A Light in the Flame?
Yes.
Okay. You led me right to it. You led me right to it.
So if we're keeping points, Payton has none. So
how about we split the points? We'll each get half. Because you started the sentence and I just finished it.
I'm gonna go to
You're right, and I'm glad you guys got it, because I was like, oh my gosh, if they start thinking about like, oh, what other like smutty books have we both read? I was like, this is gonna go downhill fast. All you have is that it's a sequel and smutty.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's all you need.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Ready?
very identifiable.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Okay.
Okay.
This was stupid. I don't even know how to talk about this. I don't think this is actually a mystery thriller. It's just a romance novel with a slightly different plot. Sadly, nothing about this book particularly impressed me or intrigued me. Personally, I don't think this book is worth the time.
Ooh. Okay.
So it's a mystery thriller.
So this was stupid?
Stupid?
Is it by a very big TikTok author?
Have we both read it?
Yes. Is it by a big TikTok
Verity?
author? Yeah, that
was
my guess.
Verity?
I was gonna guess Verity.
Okay, 2 points.
You get the point.
No.
You were
That
there.
is definitely a U point. Yeah.
Okay.
This was.
Well,
I knew as soon as I was like.
Here was the help. It was like mystery, and I'm like,
mystery
okay,
thriller?
I've read 2 mysteries in my life, and it's Verity and Inheritance Games. And I was like, Inheritance Games wasn't romance, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, my hot.
This was.
That checks.
I
That checks.
loved
No,
Verity.
was so good.
This was ... stupid.
I
Verity is the only reason I'm giving Colleen Hoover hope, because
That
I think
is
Colleen
the
Hoover should only
Right.
Yes,
That
she
genre.
excelled. Oh my! I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, should we be a little bit worried about who Colleen Hoover is because she wrote something this dark and crazy? Like, should she go to a mental hospital?
Should
and
you
I'm
read
like,
any
do
other
you know what fiction is?
JLA. That's all I'm gonna say. Jennifer Armentrout.
To
Are
me,
you
it
kidding
sounds
me?
like she only reads Colleen Hoover.
She only reads Colleen
because
Hoover. Yeah.
if
You
I
can
read
tell.
any other piece of
I'm like, this
literature.
is a fictional book. No, I don't think that actually at all.
I love
Dude,
that.
okay, yeah. The TikTok girlies are making Colleen Hoover their, personality, and it shows.
Yeah.
It 100% shows, because as soon as they, try reading something else, they're like, no. I present to you a tale of questionable consent, bad boys with amber eyes, and foreshadowing so terrible I predicted every plot twist. This book was so bad that I made a whole photo album for the screenshots of excuse me moments. There were 122 photos in total.
No!
Faith in literature is gone.
That's such a good review. And also,
That's just the first part.
What a waste of your time.
What a waste.
Amber eyes.
Amber.
Boys.
Boys, multiple.
Bad boys.
Have we both read it?
You've both read it, yes.
Mother trucker. Boys, a lot of boys. I mean, amber eyes?
Yes. That's...
Reese doesn't have amber eyes.
No, he has purple.
I think they meant to just write, bad boy, singular.
Oh, okay, so one amber eye.
Carden has black eyes.
Or Hawk's eyes?
Is this from Blood and Ash?
It is.
I'm going through
I felt bad.
I was picturing fan art in my mind, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think the amber eyes was definitely like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I loved it for when they were like, there were 122 photos of, excuse me?
To be like, picture.
Yeah.
Picture.
Yeah, and then save
my
them
God.
like, wow, she must be...
Actually, I hope whoever
There's-
that is weeds an ember in the ash and then takes pictures, because then you were like, camera will just like overflow.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved Amber and Ash. I think I rated it like 5 stars.
Can I give you like a bonus route, like a bonus thing?
Yeah.
Because I found this one too. 600 plus pages of no plot, no vibes, an MC with no brain, thinly veiled racism, and way too many mentions of honeydew.
Honeydew! Oh my gosh.
That was the other one for that.
The honeydew part.
Dude, no, I want the honeydew poster in my kitchen.
I got my mom for Christmas like a tote bag that said
Oh my
Pop's fruit stand, and it said fresh like honeydew every day. I was like,
this one's gonna be so obvious, guys.
okay. Here we
Did
go.
anyone, upon finishing this book, believe for even a second that he and she were actually related? That she would end up with the other dude? That the author wouldn't pull some last-minute plot device that undid it all? Yeah, didn't think so. So in short, gather yourselves for an unlikable female protagonist, a slew of bland characters, 2 opposing men, something vaguely supernatural, and you're all set to sit back and let the wave of hormonal teenage girls carry you all the way to the bank. Thanks for the lesson. Author's name.
City of Bones.
Yeah, it's
Okay, but like she's not wrong.
Thanks for the lesson. Is it?
Thanks for the lesson, Cassandra.
That kills me.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
First of all, this cover is supremely ugly. It has
Have
the
an
color palette of oil on concrete. It's disgusting. I searched in vain for an edition with less off-putting cover, but to no avail. Anyways, author's name, or whatever she's calling herself these days, is a genuinely terrible writer. Sorry, am I allowed to say that? Will Goodreads ban me for mentioning this author? I didn't mean it. I swear. All I meant is this book is mysteriously terrible. But who's to say whose fault that is? Too bad I don't know anything about who brought this book into existence. It does remind me of this weird fanfic about Draco Malfoy, though. Okay. And then she ends it with, weird? You guys have no clue?
Is this also City of Bones?
Same author.
Is it a different one?
Is it Clockwork Angel?
Yes!
No!
No.
You do not disrespect my children like that.
Anyway,
Are you kidding?
Cassie Clare, or whatever she's calling herself these days.
Cassie Clare.
People are ruthless. Oh my god.
I love that book. I love that book.
Okay, I will accept bad reviews on City of Bone. I will not accept
Not about
bad
Clockwork
reviews
Angel.
on Untitled devices. Don't fucking touch them.
I didn't mean it. I swear.
What do you mean the cover? What? This
Hang
is a
on.
beautiful cover.
As soon as they said stuff about an ugly color,
What about
an ugly
concrete?
cover.
Oh, palette of oil on concrete.
Hang on.
It's supposed to look. It's period.
So I thought of Cassandra Clare when they said an ugly cover only because Cassandra Clare books typically have an actual person on the cover,
They
which is a
do.
big pet peeve for myself and a lot of other people.
I would agree.
So I immediately
That's
thought
true.
about Cassandra.
But they're not that bad.
These ones are so much better than the Mortal
And
Instruments.
they're not even looking. I know the
The Mortal Instruments
when
ones
they're
are
like,
really. They're just like, dude. Hang on. I was reading City of Heavenly Fire in class, and my teacher came up and he was just like, "Oh, because they usually don't see like people reading for funsies." And he looked at it. He's just like, "Is that MGK on the cover?"
No.
I was like, "No, it wasn't." All right, book talk. You've wronged me for the last time. That was it. So it
Okay.
is a book talk book.
Okay.
It is I want to call it contemporary fiction. Like, it's set, it's about the world we live in without any sort of, like, fantasy elements whatsoever, and it takes place in the past. That's what I'll give.
So it's...
And you can ask clarifying questions, of course. I know that was the funniest one I could find.
Is there any, like, magic?
No. None.
Have we both read it?
I know you have read it. I would assume you have as well.
There's no magic in it?
There's no magic whatsoever.
Book Talk has done me wrong once again.
So it's a Book Talk book, no magic, and it takes place in the past.
Okay, I already have this down. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Absolutely not.
Malibu Rising.
Absolutely not. It is not a Taylor Jenkins Reid book.
Because in the past, I was like, done.
Yeah. I was thinking Bridgerton, but you haven't read Bridgerton.
I have not either.
Is it a book you read in English? No, because it's Book Talk.
It is a book. Wait, my brother read it in high school in his English
where the crawdads sing. Oh my god. Done.
Oh, okay.
That was a hint. I talk about that all the time. I don't know why it's 1984. Because, like, that's not a Book Talk book. But yeah, crawdads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the final nail in the I don't think urban fantasy is for me coffin. So much cringe. From the awful, snarky banter dialogue to the early 2000s fanfic-esque obsession with needlessly describing minute, like, the trivial details of character outfits in every scene. Yikes. There are multiple eyes in that. Also, my god, why is this book so long?
Done.
Where was the editor? I'm especially curious to see their actual existence when I see author rooting through her previous books and reusing her own writing. Not just certain terms, but some nearly word-for-word lines. Is it still plagiarism if you're both the perpetrator and the victim?
How's this guy bad?
Yeah. Well,
it's not?
No. But yes.
House of Earth and Blood?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot it said urban fantasy on there because I was like, this might be difficult without the urban fantasy.
Yeah, urban.
Okay. I was lost, dude.
Oh, really?
I was lost. I was like, okay, big books.
What? Yeah. I'm trying to think of other urban fantasies I would have read.
Literally just like Mortal Instruments.
Mortal Instruments.
Kind of.
You could kind of make like.
You could maybe say
Cruel Prince,
that's sci-fi,
and like Harry Potter or like Portal fantasy, where like they're from the like modern world, but like the fantasy. But okay, here are the quotes that are too similar and plagiarized.
I just want to know.
Akatar, do I look like I'm part of the Spring Court? The words were tingled with an arrogance that only an immortal could achieve. House of Earth and Blood. Connor merely said with the unwavering arrogance that only an immortal predator could achieve. You want me. I want you.
That was
girl. Like, how did you even remember that?
Also, okay. It's the same. Like it's called a writing style. It's called you're allowed to repeat it if you're the author.
Like, why are we calling this, like, plagiarism? Like I understand that it's obviously very similar. Like, it's the same thing. But, like, it's the most, like, minute, ridiculous thing. Like, I was expecting the quote to be, like, even if it would have been, like, a dialogue, that would have been different. But it was literally just, like, a description.
Yeah. Or, like, and those are two separate book series. Like, technically, they're the two separate book series. If it was, like, different chapters of the book, then I'd be like, okay, that's a valid criticism because there's no like diversity in the writing and the vocabulary. But girl, okay.
So my next review is super short, but hear me out. If you're using your big brain, it's gonna be a no-brainer.
Put it on.
This book was pointless, but okay.
War of Two Queens.
Is it part of a series?
Yes.
Oh! Quarter Frost and Starlight?
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something Akatar, but I needed to I'm like, A Quarter Frost and Starlight. this is...
Because it was objectively good. But, like, was it necessary? No.
Every time someone reads ACOTAR and I tell them, like, there's this short book, I'm like, oh yeah, Fair opens an art studio and it's winter! And
Nesta's an addict.
It's bridging the gap between two stories.
No, but I Googled it the other day. You know when this Christmas book, it says on Google that it came out? May.
Okay, so for my next one, it's a little bit longer of a little blurb.
Perfect.
But I'm going to try to, like, it's funny. Okay.
That's all that matters.
Was this book well written? No. Did I still enjoy it anyway? Also no. For the character that she is, Blank would simply have been invisible to everyone, even in normal circumstances.
Oh, I know what it is.
I know. For starters, this book being 500 pages long made zero sense when it could have been better off as a 50-page short story. It picked up the concept of proper and acceptable pacing and threw it out the window to such a far distance that reading the first quarter of this book should be introduced as a stage in a survival TV show, because it really is just that hard to get through. And as it moves forward, does it though? It hardly gets any better.
This is Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Yes, it is.
This book, you have to make it to the end.
Yes.
Please read the book.
My mom is, like, struggling through the last 50 pages. Yeah. I hope you know.
You do struggle. V. Schwab, her prose is amazing. But it's so, like...
Yeah.
And you're like trudging through it. You're like, I need to make it to a certain point, and then at the end it just like takes off.
Yeah.
I had to dual read this in a way where I listened to it and read the book because like your girl could not make it through.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a little bit of
Life of Addie LaRue. Okay.
It was a little bit of an obvious one, but I like the whole like survival
Since you
TV
did
show
that,
thing.
and I wasn't gonna read this off, but I want to read you my Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Okay.
Calling all demons in all capital. Attention, all ghouls, witches, wizards, sorcerers, and S's, and devils, creatures of the night, and other harbingers of vaguely, this seems like kind of a bad idea type of magic. Let's make a deal. According to this book, you're making bargains with any bozo who sputters her way into 17th century French bodies of water. And I want in on the opportunity. Yes, you read that correctly. Our protagonist, Addie LaRue, is a complete bozo.
I think I scrolled past that one because I was like, it's too many spoilers, but like...
There's only one thing that goes on in her mind, and it's his dick. I'm not kidding. She is constantly thinking about how it would feel to touch him. It gets creepy real quick. She doesn't give it a rest. Not when people are killed right in front of her, not in life or death situations, and not when he himself is humiliating her. I mean, is she a cat in heat?
I have a few guesses.
People killed in front of her?
People killed in front of her that makes it attractive?
Wait, is she attracted to the fact that people are killed in front of her?
I don't know.
Is he the one killing
She
them?
just doesn't, she's just more concerned about.
I mean, is this Poppy? No.
Is this a Court of Mist and Fury?
Mm-mm.
Shoot.
This can't be Cruel
This
Prince.
can't.
No, but you're gonna kick yourself.
Why?
This can't be Cruel
Why is
Prince.
it gonna be? Okay.
It's not Cruel Prince.
Because
Is it-
you know.
This was my comment that I had to you the other day. I mean, I love this book. It's a 5-star read. Unlike what this person's saying, but
Kelvin. Oh, the Fourth Wing.
yeah.
No!
Oh my, people are trying to. And honestly, yeah, she.
Okay, but to be fair, the people that were dying deserved it.
Well, I don't even think it just means the one scene where she was being attacked. I think just generally, she's just
she is always thinking.
But
who isn't?
What if I would just have sex with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It's
I'm
fair.
gonna give her a pass.
She's thinking what we all are thinking.
Yes.
But I just thought it was so funny because
That's fantastic.
like it was like 1-star review because she's constantly thinking about his dick, and I was like, that's part of the reason why it's a 5-star to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This was my first physical purchase of the year, and I'm already regretting it. One only thing that it's good for is to be aesthetically used on my bookshelf for display purposes.
Been there.
This book made me think of all the things wrong with the world, which would currently be this book. Maybe I overhyped myself too much, but this was such a bloody disappointment. It's kind of like when you see someone with so much potential ruining their lives and wonder, why would they do that when they could be so much more? Yeah, this is one of many feelings I'm going through right now. Mostly annoyance and irritation. I can't lie, during some points of this book, mostly all, I've wanted to gouge my eyes out because of the sheer stupidity that I mentally had to adhere to finish it. So that was mostly just a rant because the rest of it was a clear giveaway as to what everything was.
So she wanted it as something pretty on her bookshelf.
She wanted something, so it has something beautiful cover.
Beautiful cover.
ACOTAR.
No. It is fantasy though.
And felt like there wasn't much to it.
I don't think that either of you are going to agree at all with their view.
Something that has a cool concept.
Cool prince.
Yes. The next paragraph was, let me start with the first jackass. Jude the jackass in bold print. And I was like, okay, I can't put that.
When you said Aubrie and I wouldn't necessarily fully agree,
I
was like, Aubrie loves this book.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. I was trying to think of something that has like a really cool concept, and it's like, oh, maybe they didn't like hit it as hard as they could have. No. No.
I want to see if I can honestly find...
Holly Black served. Like,
her writing is really nice.
I put it in, I knew that you would like...
The jackass Jude? Who do you think?
That is really mean, because Jude is so... She's probably one of my favorite female leads.
Best character I've ever read in my life. Like, what do you mean? Like, did you read the book?
Jude's awesome.
I mean, I did, yeah. I want to see if I can find for later.
That's so upsetting.
See
People
if I can
have
find
really wild, like, hot takes.
People be wrong.
People be wrong.
It was like, I had like a sociology class in high school, and they were like, well, you can't say morality things because, like, people believe different things. And I'm like, no, people are just wrong. like sometimes they can believe whatever the fuck they want. They're stupid and wrong, and the Quote Points of View is one of them.
I found the whole thing.
Yeah.
The beginning is actually okay. I feel like I'm the only one who's going to rate this horribly low. Because guess what? This was absolute rubbish to me. Here I am about to explode because of the annoying nitwits in this book. I'm so salty I'm about to float. How can one of my most anticipated reads turn out to be trash? I feel wronged, so excuse me while I put my words into my unapologetic review. Seriously though, did I read the same book as everyone else? And it just goes.
Oh.
It just goes.
Oh, Sister
wow.
spent longer writing
that. She's still scrolling.
I'm still scrolling.
She's still scrolling. She's still scrolling. We just hit the end. That's insane.
She took longer writing that than actually reading the book.
What, how? I don't even if you're like not obsessed with it like I am, like I don't know how you read the Quote Prints and be like, no,
that
just
much.
wasn't.
Like you have that much to say about it.
No, I'm sorry.
So bad.
There's a lot of books where I'm like, I really enjoyed that. That doesn't mean everyone else would, and the Quote Prints is not one of them.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nevaeh, for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and of course, we want to know what you thought of what we said. Do you agree with any of these one-star reviews?
Could you guess them before we did?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy reading!